If you're having trouble with mathematics, numbers getting problematic, don't you panic. Check MathWiz, the best math tutor on the planet. From fraction to algebra, simple maths, add up some trigonometry into that. Learning math is fun with MathWiz, and that's a fact. We're rooting for you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another MathWiz Academy lesson. It is my pleasure to have you here, especially if it is your first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we're continuing on our journey of, manipulating like terms. This video, we are continuing to look at how to add or subtract those like terms. So the first thing we want to do, so we're going to break it up into steps. So step one is that we want to group the like terms. And of course, if you have an issue with grouping like terms, you can watch the previous video, master that skill, and then come back over to this lesson. Then for step two, we're going to go ahead and add and subtract or like terms. If you do have any issues with adding or subtracting positive and negative numbers, it might also be useful for you to go over that video. All right, so step one, let's group our like terms. So we have 8x and positive 5x. Those are like terms. But then we also have positive 4y and minus 2y. Okay, so putting those together, we're going to have 8x plus 5x plus 4y minus 2y. Now, usually when persons are grouping like terms, they forget to pick up the sign as well. And so please note, whatever sign is in front of the term must remain the same. Okay, so for this example, we have 8x plus 5x. So we have 8 apples, and then somebody gives us 5 more. In total, we have 13 apples. We then have 4 apples, or rather, let's do bananas. So we have 4 bananas, and then somebody takes away 2 from us. What is left over is going to be 2 of them. And that would be your answer, 13x plus 2y. Okay, I'm going to do another example, or a few more rather, and then I will give you a few to try on your own. For our next example, we want to look at if we have minus 3m plus 4p minus 2m minus 7p. So as usual, the first step is that we want to group our like terms. So I have minus 3m and minus 2m. Those are like terms. And then also have plus 4p and minus 7p. Reminder, or like terms is determined by the letters, not by the numbers or the signs. So I have minus 3m minus 2m plus 4p minus 7p. It does not matter if you decide you want to group the p's in front of the m's. I mean, typically in math, we'll put them in alphabetical order, but just to let you know that it is not technically wrong. Okay, we then have minus 3m minus 2m. So if somebody took away 3 melons from you and then they took away 2 more melons, what is happening is that in total they have taken away 5 melons. We then want to look at positive 4p or plus 4p minus 7p. So you want to go ahead and subtract, which is going to be 3p, and then you want to look at which one has the bigger sign. Clearly the 7 has the bigger sign, and so it is going to take the sign of the 7. All right, so for those persons, as I said, I would advise, if you are not comfortable with that, to go back through the video which we explored adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers, right? But if you have positive 4 minus 7, then it means you subtract, then you look at the numbers. So you have 4, you have 7, the 7 is bigger, and so it takes the sign of the 7. Or you can look at it as you have 4 positive people in the room, 7 negative people in the room. Clearly the negative people outweigh the positive people. Okay, let's go ahead with another example. For a third example, we want to remember that x and x squared are not like terms. And as we had mentioned in the previous video, So not because they look the same, the letters have to be exactly the same. So this is x squared and this is x. So therefore they are not like terms. Okay, so what are like terms, however, would be the 4x squared and the minus 3x squared, as well as the 5x and the 2x. So we would have 4x squared minus 3x squared plus 5x plus 2x. Again, it does not matter if you put the x squared or the x in front. However, the practice, or how we write in math, is that we usually put the higher powers in front. Okay, so we want to go ahead and we have 4 oranges, and then somebody takes away 3 from us. That leaves us with 1 orange, right? So you don't need to write 1x squared, you simply write x squared. Then we have 5x plus 2x. That is going to give us 7x. So again, some persons may want to put the 1, but here at Mathways Academy, we want to ensure that you know the proper way to write and speak the language of math, and so that is something that we wouldn't do. So instead, you would just have x squared plus 7x. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a few to try on your own, and then we can call this video complete. Go ahead and try these questions on your own. I would suggest you press pause, and then once you're finished, you can press play to see the solution. Provided you have already worked those on your own, we are going to go ahead and group our like terms. So we would have 8y squared with the minus 3y squared, and then we would have 2x with 4x. And so we would have 8y squared minus 3y squared plus 2x plus 4x. So again, you want to keep the signs in front of the respective terms. Okay, so 8y squared minus 3y squared should give you 5y squared, and 2x plus 4x is going to give you 6x. Again, if there are any challenges with adding and subtracting the like terms because of the numbers, you may want to revisit our video in our catalog with just exploring how to add and subtract numbers on a whole, a mixture of positive and negative. All right, I'm going to go through the second question. Okay, for your second question, the like terms would be 9m as well as the plus m, and then you would have 2p and 8p. So grouping our like terms together, we would have 9m plus m plus 2p minus 8p. So you have 9m plus m and 2p minus 8p. So 9m plus m, you want to know that whenever you see letters without numbers in front, we have mentioned that in previous lessons that it is really a 1 in front. So 9m plus 1m gives you 10m. And then 2p minus 8p, again, if you're not comfortable, go ahead and review that lesson. So you're going to go ahead and subtract, which is going to give us 6p, and then it's going to take the sign of the bigger one. Clearly the 8 is bigger, and so it takes the sign of the 8. Okay, and then for our final question, you would have to remember that t and t squared are not like terms. So the 6t squared will go with the plus 2t squared, and the minus 4t will go with minus 5t. Okay, so we would have 6t squared plus 2t squared minus 4t minus 5t. All right, let's just mark those off so we can see the colors. Okay, and 6t squared plus 2t squared is going to give us 8t squared, and minus 4t minus 5t. That means somebody takes away 4 apples from us, and then they take away 5 more. In total, they have taken away 9. Okay, so if you did find this video useful, Be sure to leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe, like, share with a friend. As usual, here at Maths Academy, we are rooting for you, and I will see you in the next video.